Oh, okay. Here's when we can bang it.
Oh,
when we feel like there's a point in the date when we would get the ick.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
Okay. I brought a girl back to my house for dinner and a movie. I had previously made a bet with her wherein if she won, I'd make dinner and bake pie. But if I won, she had to make out with me. Either way, win-win, right? I would too. A bet that I have to make out with you?
No, thank you. Also, I don't like pie. So either part of that I don't love.
Why would you be dating someone where you have to make a... I know it's a lighthearted joke, but like seriously. I'm never going to make a bet that I have to make out with a guy. And if I lose the bet, like making out with him is what I get if I lose.
Yeah. I feel like that's one of those things that you like do half-heartedly.
Yeah.
At like the beginning where you're like, oh, we'll like bet a kiss or like something like that, like towards the end. Something I've like heard of that before. / I'm sure I've done it like for
that would give me
some
the
reason.
Yeah. But
if
someone was like, if a guy was like, I'm gonna do this, and like if I win, I'll pay for dinner, but if you win, I could vomit. You have to kiss me. I would actually leave. I would leave.
Yeah, that would be hard.
If a guy was like, you have to make out with me, or you have to kiss me, I would.
Kelly is shivering.
For all
the listeners,
I would start convulsing in the restaurant.
Kelly is shivering. Terrified.
Any like corny shit like that just makes my blood go cold. Is that the phrase? Blood go cold. Blood curdle.
The betting of physical things to me towards the beginning of a relationship just seems a little like almost manipulative in a sense of like you like just allows people to get there on their own.
Yeah.
Like in a way, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like I am also flirty and I like kissing people. So I'm like, I don't need to make a bet to kiss you. Like if I'm feeling it, we will kiss naturally. And like if we are the same vibe.
If not, I'll give you a noogie.
Yeah, exactly. I'll give you an Eskimo kiss. No, disgusting. I just think that is so not my vibe to like make a cutesy bet like that or say like that corny shit.
No.
That if someone said that, I'd be like, we are just not it. We're not compatible.
Yeah.
And I would cringe very hard.
Hello. So, we haven't even gotten to the part of
I know, I'm so sorry. I love when we go on tangents on the podcast and then I'm like, and what story was this? Because I have no clue. I literally don't even know. Oh yeah, so they made a bet.
Okay.
And
pie or make out.
Yes, dinner and pie or make out. Okay. So we finish dinner and go back into my bedroom to watch a movie. Midway through the flick. She says, I'm still a bit hungry. I think I'll go grab a quick bite of the leftovers. She gets up, goes into the kitchen. I decide about 45 seconds later, as my stomach rumbles, that this sounds like a great idea. I arrive in the kitchen to see her standing over my silverware drawer, emptying it into her purse. I was shocked. I'd never had a date try to rob me before. I asked, what the hell are you doing? Her reply, ha ha ha, oopsie. I'd have been pissed already, but the girly giggling BS answer just put me over the edge. I walked up, looked in her bag, and saw that she'd only managed to grab some of the crappier silverware so far. At that point, I reached over the counter and grabbed a slice of the pie. I looked her in the eyes and said, don't forget dessert. Then, while holding her gaze, I dropped the pie into her purse and smashed it up as best I could with the sides of the purse to make sure it got in there nice and good, kicked her out, never saw her again.
A thief!
If that is real.
A theft.
I seriously don't trust people. Like, I've heard people say before, like, I've just heard people say when it comes to dating, if you're like talking to a guy or like hooking up with someone, whoever is going to the other person's house consistently, the person whose house it is has the power in the relationship. And I'm like, I don't agree with that. Like, I don't want guys to come to my house. Like, I don't trust people to come to my house. I don't think where you hang out is a determining factor in who has the power.
No.
But I especially don't think that's true in the beginning of the relationship because I'm like, I don't trust people. Like, I would think they're going to do some shit like this.
No.
And I'm like, don't come to my house.
I think it's so hard because, like, I was never an on the first date, like, go to a person after my first horrible experience.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I realized, I was like, you cannot go to people's houses. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. But I also take a lot of pride in my house. Like, I wouldn't invite someone over unless I, like, trusted them.
Yeah. Or, like, actually liked them.
I've never even thought about someone stealing from me.
I have. I would just be scared that, I don't know. I've never invited a guy over my house and been like, oh, you're going to steal from me. But that's because I've never invited a guy over my house until I trusted them.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so what would you do? You walk out and a man is stealing your silverware.
I would be like, what the fuck? And then I would wait for him to respond.
Yeah, I would say, give me my shit back.
I would be like, what? I would be so shocked. So shocked.
What is wrong with you?
And then this is where it gets scary, because it's like, if you went towards a guy who's in your knife drawer, who's stealing your shit.
Fair.
And you're like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I don't know what knife they're going to pull out. It's a first date.
Yeah. But I also think I would be like, if you're at that place where you like need to steal someone's silverware. Yeah. Take my silverware, honey. I can go buy myself a new set.
I don't feel that way unless I was like scared of the person. Like this is a sad story. My catalytic converter got stolen.
Mine too.
Shut up.
Twins.
Did it get stolen near your house?
Yes. Literally down the street.
I am terrified of parking near your house because of that. It's happened to so many people that I know.
Yeah,
this was in a different neighborhood where mine was, but I was thinking about it. Like, I was talking to friends about it, and people are like, oh, like, what would you do if you walked up to your car at night
and someone was doing it?
Yeah, you saw the people, because actually one of my friends of friends lives on your exact block, actually. Yes. I think they live like a couple houses down from you, yeah. But it happened to him. He was going to work at or maybe it was his older neighbor. I think it was an old woman, so it must have been his neighbor, but maybe I forget, whatever.
People in my street told me the story. Play, so I'm sure she did
that's
not play with him.
Exactly what he said. And he said that this woman went outside at like 6 a.m. to go to work, and a guy was like coming out from under her car with her catalytic converter, and she's like, okay, bye. Yeah. And I was like, I would do the exact same thing. Like, if I went back to my car and I saw a guy cutting my catalytic converter out, I'd say, have a nice night, and I'd walk away. I wouldn't do shit. No. I'm like, I don't want to be involved in this. Yeah. Take it. But in your own house, it's like, I don't know. If I knew the person, maybe for like a couple dates, and then they did it, I would probably be more likely to confront them. But if it was like a first time thing, I would
just be like, get out.
That's just such weird behavior. Like, a normal person doesn't do that. No. So I would be scared of them.
But I also think about it where like people are so scared to get caught. Like, that's probably
true.
I think that I agree with this person where they were like, the part that pissed me off was the girly giggling.
Oh, like, you're right. That she was like trying to play it off.
Yes, that would make me upset.
True.
I think, like, if someone smiled at me while stealing from me, call the police.
No, you're right. I would
be terrified.
Giggling is like, because, the girl was trying to play it off like she was doing nothing wrong.
Like, cutesy. Yeah. No, if a man came into my home and started stealing from me and then smiled at me, I would be like, get the fuck away from me. Yeah, get out of my home immediately. I feel like most people would probably be ashamed and scared. That's what I would assume.
Yeah, you're right. Because she probably thought she was going to get away with it and just leave the house and never talk to him again. Yeah.
Also, just like the silverware drawer.
That is
How
concerning.
Do you start there?
I know. Unless she thought it was like metal and she wanted to go sell it. Because you know you can recycle metal.
Oh, yeah, and you can sell it.
I don't know. It's weird.
It's concerning. No matter what. Concerning. End of the day, concerning.